In the year 2026, the map of the United States will reveal a contrast few people expect. While many assume that buying a home in retirement is no longer possible, there will be cities where retirees will be purchasing homes at prices that feel taken from another era. These are places where life will remain affordable, where the cost of living will be lower than in much of the country, and where community will continue to be the true centre of everyday life. I wouldn't believe it either, until I saw the projections. In these cities, retiring will mean far more than simply moving. It will mean becoming part of real communities, visiting local markets, sitting in family-owned cafes, and enjoying festivals that fill the streets with music and colour. Today, I want to take you with me to discover 12 cities across the United States where, according to projections for 2026, retirees will be buying homes almost for free. And stay with me until the end, because each city becomes more affordable than the last. And the final places on this list aren't just inexpensive, they're practically being given away. 12. Detroit, Michigan. The Rust Belt reborn. Detroit in the year 2026 will present itself as a city that has learned to rise again. After decades of crisis in the automotive industry, its streets will once again be filled with colourful murals, cafes with live music, and community markets where life will feel close and accessible. For retirees, it will be a unique opportunity. Homes will continue to be priced between $90,000 and $120,000, figures that will seem impossible in other major cities. The cost of living will remain approximately 20% below the national average, allowing every dollar to stretch further, from the morning coffee to basic services. This will mean that retirees will be able to cover their needs without compromising their savings, and still reserve part of their budget for cultural or recreational activities. Winters will be cold, with landscapes covered in snow that invite quiet afternoons at home, while summers will be mild, perfect for strolling along the Detroit River or attending outdoor festivals. Culture will continue to be one of the city's greatest attractions. The legendary Motown Museum will keep alive the golden age of music. Jazz festivals will fill the squares with improvised melodies, and urban art will continue to transform walls into living canvases that tell stories of struggle and hope. Retirees who arrive here will discover that daily routines will be measured in walks along the river, quiet afternoons in public libraries, and nights where improvised music fills the streets. What will truly set Detroit apart will be its spirit of reconstruction. Retiring here will mean becoming part of a community that celebrates resilience. As evening falls, murals will glow with the last rays of the sun, and the city will remind everyone that it is more alive than ever. Neighbours will gather in cafes and plazas, sharing stories that blend past and future. And each day will end with the feeling that Detroit not only survived, but was reborn. 11. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The city of bridges. Anyone arriving in Pittsburgh in the year 2026 will find a city that surprises from the very first glance. It won't be noise that dominates, but the image of green hills and rivers intertwining like living veins, crossed by more than 400 bridges that will remain the symbol of this land. For retirees, that mix of nature and architecture will offer a setting where life feels balanced and accessible. Homes will be priced between $150,000 and $180,000, figures that will allow many to acquire a home without sacrificing stability. The cost of living will remain about 10% below the national average, making it possible to enjoy small, everyday luxuries. Breakfasts in local cafes, tickets to concerts, or walks through parks without worrying too much about the budget. The climate will set the rhythm of each season. Summers will be warm and full of festivals. Winters will bring cold and snowy landscapes that invite quiet afternoons at home, while autumns will paint the city in golden tones that turn every walk into a postcard. Retirees will be able to visit museums such as the Carnegie, attend Steelers games, or simply cross a bridge lit up at sunset, feeling that the city belongs to them. What will make Pittsburgh unique will be its community atmosphere. It won't just be about infrastructure or culture, but about the way people gather in plazas, cafes and farmers' markets to celebrate the simple things. As evening falls, the bridges glowing over the rivers will transform the city into a cinematic stage, as if each day ended with a postcard inviting you to stay. Before moving on to city number 10 and continuing to reveal these affordable corners of the United States, where apparently retirees can buy homes at ridiculously low prices, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you want to stay well informed and always make the best decisions for your future. 10. Memphis, Tennessee. Blues and cheap homes. To talk about Memphis in 2026 will be to talk about music. The city will continue to vibrate with guitars, voices and rhythms that fill the streets no matter the hour or the day. For retirees, it will be a place where culture is within reach and where each day will have its own soundtrack. Homes will cost around $130,000, a price that will allow many to acquire a home without mortgaging their future. The cost of living will remain 15% lower than the national average, making it possible to enjoy dinners in local restaurants, visits to markets full of fresh products, and nights of music without worrying too much about expenses. The climate will be warm and humid, with intense summers that invite outdoor concerts and mild winters that allow an active lifestyle throughout the year. Markets will offer fresh meat, artisanal bread, and local product that recall Southern tradition. Cafes will serve simple breakfasts for less than $10, accompanied by long conversations that blend with the sound of guitars in the distance. What will set Memphis apart will be its musical atmosphere. As night falls, Beale Street will transform into an improvised stage where everyday life mixes with spectacle. Neighbors will gather to listen to blues, share stories, and celebrate community. Retiring here will mean living surrounded by culture, with the certainty that each day will end with a melody reminding you that Memphis is a place where music never dies. 9. Indianapolis, Indiana, the heart of the Midwest. In the year 2026, Indianapolis will project itself as a city where stability will be its greatest attraction. It will not seek to impress with grand spectacles or excessive luxuries, but rather with a life that is organized, practical, and accessible. For retirees, that simplicity will translate into financial peace of mind and routines that can be sustained without surprises in an environment that offers both security and community. Homes will be priced around $160,000, allowing many to acquire a house without compromising their lifelong savings. Compared to other cities in the country, this figure will remain low, and most importantly, property taxes will stay moderate, reducing the pressure on those living on pensions or fixed savings. The cost of living will remain below the national average, meaning retirees will be able to cover basic expenses such as food, transportation, and medical services without overwhelming their budget. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as agriculture, sports, and services. This will guarantee affordable prices in markets and fairs, where retirees will be able to buy fresh products at reasonable costs. Family-run restaurants will offer inexpensive menus, and quality medical services will be available without excessive fees. Public transportation will remain affordable, and gasoline prices will stay lower than in other regions of the country, making mobility easier and allowing retirees to maintain an active lifestyle. What will make Indianapolis unique will be that combination of accessibility and community. It will not be a city that dazzles with luxury, but rather a place where every dollar stretches further and where life feels organized. As evening falls, the stadium lights will illuminate the horizon, while residential neighborhoods will offer calm and security. For retirees, settling here will mean living with the certainty that the local economy is on their side, and that each day will end with the feeling of having found a place where stability is the true wealth. 8. Cleveland, Ohio. The charm of Lake Erie. Cleveland, in the year 2026, will present itself as a city where water and economy come together to offer an affordable retirement. Lake Erie will remain the great protagonist, but what will attract retirees will be the possibility of living near it without having to spend a fortune. Life here will feel connected to nature, but also to an economy that favors those seeking stability and peace of mind. Homes will cost around $140,000, a figure that will remain highly competitive compared to other northern cities. The cost of living will stay 18% lower than the national average, allowing retirees to live comfortably even if they depend solely on a pension. Property taxes will be moderate, and basic services such as electricity, water, and heating will remain within affordable ranges, reducing pressure on family budgets. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as health, education, and cultural tourism. Retirees will have access to quality hospitals without facing disproportionate costs, and they will be able to enjoy cultural activities such as concerts, museums, and festivals at reasonable prices. Community markets will offer fresh local products, while family-run restaurants will maintain affordable menus that allow retirees to enjoy the city's gastronomy without overspending. What will set Cleveland apart will be its lakeside atmosphere and economic balance. It will not just be a city by the water, but a place where life feels connected to nature and to an economy that supports those seeking stability. As evening falls, the lake will reflect reddish tones, and the city will become a refuge of calm. For retirees, each day will end with the feeling that life here is simple, affordable, and deeply enriching, reminding them of the beauty of simplicity and the peace of living in a place where money is enough to enjoy life. 7. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Accessible history. Philadelphia in the year 2026 will be a city where every corner tells a story, while at the same time offering a modern and accessible lifestyle. For retirees, living here will mean walking among monuments that mark the birth of the nation, and At the same time, enjoying residential neighbourhoods with reasonable prices and services designed for everyday life. Homes in peripheral areas will range between $170,000 and $200,000. A price bracket that will remain competitive compared to other northeastern cities. Added to this will be an important relief. Property taxes will be lower than in metropolises such as New York or Boston, allowing those living on pensions to maintain financial stability. The cost of living will remain close to the national average, but with clear advantages. Community markets with fresh products at good prices, basic services within affordable ranges, and efficient public transportation that reduces the need to rely on a car. Retirees will find additional benefits in the city's cultural and medical offerings. Philadelphia will have reference hospitals and neighbourhood clinics that guarantee quality medical care without disproportionate costs. Universities will open cultural programs and free or low-cost activities, from lectures to concerts, helping retirees keep their minds active and connected to the community. Parks and green spaces will be well maintained, offering places to walk, exercise, or simply rest outdoors. What will make Philadelphia unique will be its historic and vibrant atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living surrounded by monuments such as the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall, but also in quiet streets where life feels warm and accessible. As evening falls, the golden tones of the sun over colonial buildings will remind retirees that each day is part of a narrative that began centuries ago and continues into the future. For retirees, each day will be an opportunity to live in an environment that is culturally rich, economically stable, and emotionally inspiring. 6. Baltimore, Maryland. Ports and affordable homes. Baltimore in the year 2026 will be a city that breathes the sea. The port will remain the heart of everyday life, and retirees who arrive here will discover that maritime tradition coexists with affordable housing prices and a community that values simplicity. Homes will cost around $160,000, an attractive figure compared to other cities on the East Coast. The cost of living will remain below the national average, and property taxes will stay moderate, allowing retirees to live with financial peace of mind. Basic services, electricity, water, heating, will remain within affordable ranges, and public transportation will continue to be economical, making mobility possible without large expenses. For retirees, Baltimore will offer concrete benefits that make life more comfortable. The city will have a wide network of hospitals and clinics, guaranteeing quality medical care without excessive costs. Local markets will provide fresh and affordable products, allowing retirees to maintain a healthy diet without straining their budget. In addition, the city will offer a wide variety of cultural and recreational activities, from jazz concerts in historic bars to food festivals at the port, as well as museums and art galleries accessible to all. Baltimore will also stand out for its community life. Neighbourhood cafes will remain meeting points where conversations unfold without hurry, and farmers' markets will offer local product that reinforce the sense of belonging. For retirees, this will mean living in an environment where community is an active part of daily routines. What will set Baltimore apart will be its port atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living close to the water, with the possibility of strolling along the boardwalk. attending food festivals, and enjoying jazz concerts. As evening falls, the reflection of the boats on the water will turn the city into a poetic stage, offering retirees the feeling that each day ends with a postcard reminding them of the beauty of living by the sea. 5. Henderson, Nevada, the affordable oasis near Las Vegas. Henderson, in the year 2026, will present itself as an oasis in the middle of the desert. Unlike its neighbour Las Vegas, life here will be calmer, more organised, and much more affordable for those seeking a stable retirement. Retirees who arrive will discover that Henderson offers the best of both worlds: the peace of a residential city and proximity to a global entertainment hub. Homes will cost between $200,000 and $220,000, figures that will remain competitive compared to other Western cities. Property taxes will stay moderate, and the cost of living will be below the national average. This will mean retirees can cover basic expenses without compromising their savings. For example, the average monthly bill for basic services, electricity, water, heating, will be around $150, while internet and phone service will remain around $60. Public transportation will be economical, with monthly passes of about $50, making mobility easy without large expenses. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as health, education, and commerce. Henderson will have modern hospitals and private clinics offering quality care at more affordable prices than in other Western cities. Community markets will sell fresh fruits, vegetables, and meats at reasonable prices, and family-run restaurants will offer full meals for less than $15. Cafes will remain community meeting points, where for less than $5 retirees can enjoy a simple breakfast accompanied by long conversations. What will make Henderson unique will be its desert atmosphere and tranquility. Retiring here will mean living near the desert, with the possibility of strolling through parks, attending community fairs, and enjoying outdoor concerts. As evening falls, the sky will be painted in shades of red and gold, turning the city into a refuge of calm, and offering retirees the feeling that each day ends with a postcard reminding them of the beauty of living in an oasis. 4. Las Vegas, Nevada. Between lights and accessibility. To talk about Las Vegas in the year 2026 will be to talk about contrasts. On one hand, the city will remain the epicenter of global entertainment, with casinos, shows and lights that never go out. But beyond the Strip, in residential neighborhoods, another side will be revealed. A daily life much calmer and surprisingly affordable for those who choose to retire here. Homes in these areas will be priced between $210,000 and $230,000, figures that will remain competitive compared to other Western cities. Property taxes will stay moderate, and basic services, electricity, water, heating, will remain within affordable ranges. For retirees, this will mean they can enjoy the energy of Las Vegas without compromising their budget. Monthly expenses for basic services will be around $180, while public transportation will offer monthly passes of about $60. Gasoline prices will remain lower than in other regions of the country, making mobility easier for those who prefer to drive. The local economy will continue to be sustained by tourism and entertainment, but also by sectors such as health and commerce. Retirees will have access to quality hospitals and private clinics with competitive prices. Community markets will offer fresh products at reasonable costs, and neighbourhood restaurants will maintain varied menus for less than $20. In addition, the city will provide a wide range of cultural and recreational activities, from free concerts in parks to food festivals and art exhibitions. What will set Las Vegas apart will be its vibrant and accessible atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living in a city where each day feels like a celebration, but without the need to spend a fortune. As night falls, the lights of the Strip will illuminate the sky, reminding retirees that life here can be both intense and affordable, offering them the chance to enjoy a retirement full of energy and accessibility. Before revealing the final 3 cities, the crowning gems of this journey, remember to subscribe to the channel and give it a like. This way, you'll continue discovering unique opportunities and avoid costly decisions in the future. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come. 3. Mesa, Arizona. Retirement under the desert sun. Mesa, in the year 2026, will present itself as a city bathed in sunlight, where retirees will find a balance between economic accessibility and quality of life. Here, there will be no need to seek luxuries to feel comfortable. Daily routines will be built around walks through desert parks, visits to local markets, and quiet afternoons in family-run cafes, where conversations flow at an unhurried pace. Homes will be priced between $180,000 and $200,000, figures that will remain competitive compared to other cities in the Southwest. For retirees, this will mean being able to acquire a house without compromising their lifelong savings. Property taxes will remain moderate, reducing the pressure on those living on fixed pensions. The cost of living will stay below the national average, and basic services, electricity, water, heating, will remain within affordable ranges. Public transportation will continue to be economical, making mobility possible without large expenses, and gasoline prices will remain reasonable, allowing frequent travel without straining the budget. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as health, education, and commerce. Retirees will have access to quality hospitals, specialized clinics, and wellness programs that guarantee medical care without excessive costs. Universities will offer cultural activities open to the public, from lectures to concerts, helping retirees keep their minds active and connected to the community. Local markets will sell fresh products at reasonable prices, and family-run restaurants will maintain affordable menus that make it possible to enjoy the city's gastronomy without overspending. What will make Mesa unique will be its desert and sunny atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living close to the desert, with the possibility of strolling through parks, attending community fairs, and enjoying outdoor concerts. As evening falls, the desert will be painted in shades of red and gold, turning the city into a refuge of calm. For retirees, each day will end with the feeling that life under the desert sun is not only affordable, but also profoundly enriching. 2. Louisville, Kentucky. Tradition and accessibility in the South. Louisville, in the year 2026, will present itself as a city where Southern tradition coexists with affordable housing prices and a favourable economy for those who choose to retire here. Retirees will discover that life is measured in simple routines, walks through tree-lined parks, visits to local markets full of fresh products, and quiet afternoons in family-run cafes where conversations extend without hurry. Homes will cost around $170,000, a figure that will remain attractive compared to other southern cities. For retirees, this will mean being able to acquire a home without compromising their savings, and property taxes will remain moderate, reducing financial burdens. The cost of living will stay below the national average, allowing retirees to cover basic expenses such as food, transportation, and medical services without overwhelming their budget. Basic services, electricity, water, heating, will remain within affordable ranges, and public transportation will continue to be economical, making mobility possible without large expenses. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as health, education, and commerce. Retirees will have access to quality hospitals and specialised clinics, guaranteeing adequate medical care without excessive costs. Universities will offer cultural activities open to the public, from lectures to concerts, helping retirees keep their minds active and connected to the community. Local markets will sell fresh products at reasonable prices, and family-run restaurants will maintain affordable menus that make it possible to enjoy the city's gastronomy without overspending. What will set Louisville apart will be its traditional and accessible atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living in a city where life feels organised and stable. As evening falls, the city lights will illuminate the horizon, while residential neighbourhoods will offer calm and security. For retirees, settling here will mean living with the certainty that the local economy is on their side, providing an environment where each day ends with the feeling of having found a place where tradition and accessibility come together to guarantee a full life. 1. San Antonio, Texas. Warm and affordable retirement. In the year 2026, San Antonio will consolidate itself as one of the most attractive cities for retirees seeking a balance between history, culture, and affordability. It will not only be the famous River Walk or the imposing presence of the Alamo that draws those who decide to retire here, but the real possibility of living comfortably without the budget becoming a constant concern. Homes will be priced between $180,000 and $200,000, figures that will remain competitive compared to other southern US cities. The cost of living will stay below the national average, meaning retirees will be able to cover basic expenses such as food, transportation, and medical services without compromising their savings. Property taxes will remain moderate, and basic services, electricity, water, heating, will remain within affordable ranges, reducing pressure on family budgets. The local economy will be supported by sectors such as tourism, health, and commerce. This will guarantee that retirees have access to quality hospitals, cultural activities, and a varied gastronomic offering. Community markets will continue to provide fresh products, while cafes and family-run restaurants will maintain affordable prices. Public transportation will remain accessible, and gasoline prices will stay lower than in other regions of the country, making mobility easier. Daily life in San Antonio will be measured in walks along the River Walk, visits to local markets, and quiet afternoons in family-run cafes where conversations extend without hurry. Retirees who arrive here will discover that retiring in San Antonio means living surrounded by history, culture, and community. with the certainty that each day ends with a postcard reminding them of the beauty of simplicity and the peace of living in a place where money is enough to enjoy life. What will make San Antonio unique will be its warm and accessible atmosphere. Retiring here will mean living in a city where each day feels like a celebration, but without the need to spend a fortune. As evening falls, the lights of the River Walk will illuminate the sky, reminding retirees that life here can be both intense and affordable, offering them the chance to enjoy a retirement full of energy and accessibility. And so, after this journey through 12 US cities that at first glance seem like places where history, culture, and affordability intertwine, corners where quiet streets, vibrant communities, and affordable homes preserve the essence of a simpler life. The big question arises: which of these 12 would you choose as your favorite at first sight? I'd love to hear your opinion. Have you visited any of them, lived in any of them, or do you know someone who has? Any experience or information you share in the comments could be very helpful for those considering moving or retiring to a place where life feels more accessible and full of meaning. And speaking of helping, it might also be useful to watch the video I'm showing you right now, because as you know, staying informed is key, and for that, there's nothing better than subscribing to the channel and leaving a like, so we can continue exploring together the best and sometimes most surprising places to enjoy life without spending a fortune.